Welcome to Healings and Meditations with Frank Jordan and the Earth Mind Think Tank Group. We welcome all listeners and chatters. Any questions can be called in to 1-775-657-5973. 1-775-657-5973. If you're in the chat room on Wolf Spirit Radio, which is wolfspiritradio.com/wolf chat, please post questions in uppercase letters, in capital letters. Thank you. Now on with the show. You're listening to Wolf Spirit Radio.
Good morning, everyone. This is Frank Jordan with the Earth Mind Think Tank Group, working with and through Wolf Spirit Radio, coming to the world in order to co-create and bring into abundance and a greater world in dominion where everyone is, all their needs are supplied, all their hopes are fulfilled, all their wants and needs brought to fruition. And so let's take a moment this morning to step back within ourselves and into self-realization of, yes, from our world, internal world, where we're looking out and considering everything out there, it looks like a really chaotic world. And this is because in the moment of creation, no matter what anything is, there are moments of disillusion, conflict, and the need to be focused in a positive manner on what the ultimate creation will be. And so the chaos we're experiencing in the world right now is because no one or not enough people are thinking ahead, reaching ahead with desire and will. Because everything is formed in thought before it comes into physical manifestation. And those thoughts that we project into the future create a reality that resonates back into this point of the 0 point of time, when everything comes into manifestation just for an instant and then changes. Those instants of change are where our intent, our desire for the well-being of the world and the evolution of consciousness of humankind and the sustenance of the environment and all living things are important. That desire to live, which you can feel so incredibly and beautifully this spring as things come back into birthing and fruition and new growth and replenishment. This is the annual cycle that gives us the opportunity to bring new life, new creations, new opportunity into the world and into all things. And so let's just all reach out now in our communal group mind consciousness here and spread around the world the desire and will and intent to bring dominion into the world. Dominion being that aspect of consciousness where all things are available, all things are created equal. No one is any higher or greater than any other one, because if we do have thoughts and abilities or skills or wealth, or whatever it is that makes us in a position of power and authority, that power and authority is to be given back. It's not to be hoarded in domination, because the distribution of power or knowledge or simply love is important to the empowerment and creation of the world. So at this moment, just take your awareness into your foreheads and step back deep within yourselves into your soul center now, and feel that unified consciousness around the world. The one humankind, we are one. That one humankind that is creating a new world reality. A new world reality where abundance and fulfillment is possible and potential for everyone. No one will be left behind. Feel that now, and feel a flow of unconditional love come in through the back of your head, down through your system. This is the support of the galactic system that has gone before us and created millions of worlds and that have gone through this process. We're in a birthing process now, the birthing of the new reality, new opportunities of a new reality, one that would supplant and improve and greatly enhance the skills, the abilities, the fulfillment of wants and needs. It's like sending a unified prayer to the God Self, asking that this all come into fruition and everyone in the world respond to our will this morning of a unified world with clear thought, clear intent, clear ideals. And we resonate that into Earth Mind, into the Akashic Records to become the new form, the new reality of our well-being and our sustenance, because Earth is that function, that portion of our consciousness that holds everything that ever happened in the past in the Earth Mind memory, and as our instinctive consciousness, it prompts the low self to continually renew and hold in form. But in the moment of now, in our intent, we create a new reality, a new resonance, a new opportunity for Earth Mind to create and manifest a new reality of abundance and hope and joy and love, creativity, intelligence, healing, giving, sharing, empowering, embracing, nurturing, all the positive aspects of higher human consciousness that comes in through our high self is available to us now. Resonate that around the world in a resonance of love and empowerment. And what we create in the moment of now is also reflected into greater outer space, into the expanded consciousness of all mankind in the galactics. And we are children growing and evolving. Let's look forward with hope and ambition and joy, knowing that everything is okay. Everything is okay. And then, as always, humankind and life force will find a way. And we direct that now in this unified intent that we have. We direct our intent to the chaos of the financial world that's occurring right now and the struggle between domination and dominion that's occurring. We release the dominators. We thank you for having forced us to become co-creators and create a new reality. And we release the need of your pressure of insistence of domination. We release that now to become a part of greater whole. We invite you to join us in this evolution of mankind into the new world reality. The fourth dimension is here. We're manifesting it now, and that's our job. That's what we came in to do in this period of human cycles and systems. And it is happening. It is now. Now to add force and continuation, it requires energy. Thoughts are wonderful, but without energy, no creation can occur in manifestation and form. And so we take our awareness now to our power point, to the earthquake grid around the world where we draw energy and transmute it into the creative form of our new reality. Take your awareness to Southern California and tune into and become one with the earthquake grid, the earth movements. We're actually communicating with the consciousness of Earth, Gaia, the devic forms that hold the manifestation of everything. And we feel the stress building up in the earthquake grid of energy building up that will be released as earthquakes. And we draw that energy into ourselves. We lift that energy up through our systems. You can feel yourself just becoming full and whole with this potential, this unexpressed energy that can be released in a more positive, beneficial way. Draw that up our spines, up through the 0 point, up through the crown chakra, through oversoul, and into the physical reality of the golden grid we have created around the world. And tune into that golden grid and just become one and lift that energy from the earthquakes, the potential energy upward, distributing around the world as a protective shield to protect us from solar activity or electromagnetic activity in any way, or from destructive strikes by meteorites. And also, we're asking today now, because of the impactful astrological influences that are happening, that are actually helping to create a lot of the chaos on Earth, we ask these to harmonize and the opposition forces that are happening within the astrological fields of our planets. Those opposition forces be harmonized and directed toward Earth in a harmony, a harmonic flow of consciousness and energy that builds the platform of our existence in the subtle energy realm. We're working in the subtle energy realm now, and feeling the disharmony of the world and the imbalance in the astrological planes, and within yourself pull that into a neutral field, pull the chaos into a neutral field, and redirect it, guided by the galactic flows, into forms of reality and manifestation that enhance the environment, that stabilizes Earth, stabilizes our systems, and we feel a great harmony and a peace and a harmony that is not complacent. It has power of creativity in it. And this is what we direct our attention to, is the future. The future that we are creating in dominion, where man returns and the planet returns to the earthly paradise that it was before the intrusion of the domination forces in the consciousness of humanity that so disrupted the evolution of consciousness on Earth. All those who came to Earth, all the souls who came to experience domination, complete your missions now and withdraw. And we feel the planetary harmony, the interplanetary harmony. Everything comes back into balance, offering enhanced cycles of life and creativity for humankind, the opportunity for our personal experiences to be beneficial and full of joy and creativity. And we feel that happening. We are in ourselves, in our individualized consciousness, recognizing in our 0 point of our hearts our co-creativity with its supreme manifestation, and we bring joy into our creativity of a job well done. And we're patting that into the ionosphere in our golden grid as a resonance, reaching out to the planets and harmonizing with them in our astrological balance of energies. And we feel a softening in the galactic flows, and a softening as a response in the human consciousness. Someone's mic is on. And this is a critical junction we're at right now, in this moment of now, creativity. And we send to the future through the 0 point the visualization of a earthly paradise of dominion, where all plants and all species are nurtured through dominion, through our caretaking responsibilities as human consciousness. And this allows us to mature through our responsibilities into our full nature of being God-given beings. And we feel that within each of us, resonates that around the world. And this is the lesson. This is the lesson of this time period we're evolving through and beyond. Is responsible for all living things as they are an extension of our own personal existence. I feel love and joy pour through your hearts. And for all those things of past that may still be standing in disharmony, we say, Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Help me co-create as we release all negative form and create the new reality of our potential dimensions. Now we reach down from our extended conscious into Earth Mind in Southern California and out into the golden grid of consciousness around the ring of fire. And we just unify our intent in that entire flow this morning, feeling the oneness with the entire thing as earth energies shift and release, and we gather those energies and carry them upward in one incredible flow of consciousness, creating a wonderful whirlwind, a cyclone of energy over the Pacific Ocean that draws all the energies building up, taking them up into the ionosphere and distribute them around. even as we resonate the desired will back into earth to bring harmony and dominion into all things. We feel our cyclone of energy centered over the Pacific Ocean, sucking the energy out of the ring of fire and the earthquake grid of the world. We lift those energies into the ionosphere and direct our will and intent to bring peace and comfort and joy into the world, even as our cyclone draws out the negativity and transmutes it, draws out the detrimental things that have been happening to our environment and all of our living species. We transmute those detrimental realities. They may be a fact, but they're not the truth. The truth is everything is now coming into perfection and form. We pass this through the 0 point of Earth mind, and our planetary system in the solar system, resonating with the chakra system of the sun to empower, to give us the energy of empowerment that supplies vigor and life to all living and all things in form. And we move forward now. We see ourselves forward in time in our evolutionary consciousness of becoming truly evolved humans coming into our God form. And the God form not being something beyond us or outside of us or separated from us, but being our wholeness and our fullness and our completeness. As all ego, all domination is cleared and released, and we assume our rightful place in the humanity of the intercontinental, the interstaces of the galaxy. And we feel the welcome response from the galactic flow, pulling us onward and upward and outward, resonating their experience, their knowledge, their creative skills to us, so that we might make right choice in all things in our earthly paradise. And so we can welcome our galactic brothers and sisters when they choose to re-enter our reality after we have graduated from our school of trial and learned from our errors. Now feel your hearts filled with well-being and comfort, and so it is. And so it is as we come back into our own realities, creating within ourselves the new world order. Joining the brotherhood of man. And so it is. And I'd like to ask the members of the Earth Tank group or the extended society of the chat room, if you have anything to contribute to this prayer of hope and love this morning, feel free to express now. As you can tell, we've entered into a new age now, a new reality of consciousness. And that's our function and purpose and our point and reason for life. And even though we're all affected by this and in our individualized realities, it's all one reality, all contributing to our individualized soul flows and families, and yet they are all part of a whole also. Mm-hmm. Teresa, you had a request to help the whales. Would you please express now how you'd like to see that happen?
Mm-hmm. On the Faroe Islands of Denmark, there is a spring slaughter of cauldron dolphins and whales, and I would like for all of us to, not just there, but in everyone's life, that we see a freedom for them for all of the creatures to have the same and better freedom than us. They're here as teachers rather than food, and I see that they convey to us that there is plant life that is available to all of us, and that we really need to begin to adapt away from eating our brothers and sisters. And I see the prayer that we just created and were participants of, that they carry on every sound wave that is being transmitted through computers and radios and telephones, that prayer of peace and harmony and expansion be carried, so that the message of the dolphins and whales and the new reality be in our ears and in our hearts and in every pore of our body and in our beliefs. And that we see value in every living thing as much as we value ourselves. And I would like to see the expansion of our own understandings of who we are and our children.
And in that understanding, humankind, possibly we can raise their energy level so they're not preying on each other, as in the women and children in Nigeria. We need to raise our vibrations and help all of humankind.
Catherine?
Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts and let this energy in. It will work its way through the sadness and grief and fear and find that point of abundant love that we all are created from. And from that point, feel the joy, feel the love of what you are, who you are, and what you share. Be love now.
David? Susan?
All right, I see, I release those that do not want to change. We give you our love. We give you our forgiveness. We ask that you allow this change to happen in peace and harmony. Our lesson is being learned. You no longer need to dominate, to control. You may leave however you wish. We wish you peace and love, and go where you need to go. And walk out the door, closing it behind you. And go in peace and love. And we see that door closing. And everyone and everything being in harmony. The masculine, the feminine, the yin, the yang, in balance. Here on earth and the universe. All following our path in love, in harmony, in peace and love. And so it is.
Gary?
I see the people of the world becoming aware of the pollution and all the plastic that's in the oceans, that's killing all kinds of animals and fish, whales, they die, come up on the beach, they cut them open, they're full of plastic. They're starving to death. The plastic does not recycle, does not go through them. Their technology is there. We just need the will and the intent to get busy and start cleaning this mess up. There's a lot of pollution created by corporations that have been controlling and manipulating us for all these years, that are just really on a profit only is the thing they worry about. Doesn't matter if you throw the poison in the rivers and into the oceans. It's a big place. Nobody will notice. well, people are waking up, and let's get busy cleaning this up.
Eric?
There's a growing worldwide awareness that of the weakening of the domination forces and the controllers and the governments and the people are starting to unite all over. And this is an opportunity for all this love and freedom and new birth to extend all around the world, to overcome the domination force so that dominion can prevail and everyone can work together in peace and harmony.
Mike?
I'll just add to continued building of awareness that we need to come together on the grassroots level, put aside differences, and focus on the greater good, dominion.
Marilyn?
Good morning. Remember your breath. Are you breathing right now? Breath is why we exist. Without the next breath, our body will drop. Most people take breathing for granted, pay attention to everything outside. I say, breathe and know that that's our life force, and that it's extraordinary. And beyond love, Vishwananda showed me there's bliss. Beyond bliss, as Sadhguru says, I agree, is ecstasy. Every moment should be ecstasy. Our breath is magnificent. I say remember. Not just the sensations of our breath, but that will lead you to who you are and what's important. Thank you.
Rich?
I'm feeling the group consciousness of the earth. The people, there's still the belief system that they can't make a difference, and I want to erase that. I want to replace it and transmute that negative belief system that we don't have the power to change these dominating people. In reality, we create a new reality here that the people, are the majority, and that we do have the power, and we are manifesting it now. And I want to take those standing waves of doubt that have been created by the media and transmute that into the belief system now that we have the power, we have the ability to change the world, regardless of what they say. Right to the last minute, they're going to deny everything. So we don't believe that energy. We replace it with the fact that we know, in our inner being, we know that we have the power and that we can change the world, and we are changing the world, and it's changing now. I just want to sustain that energy out there in the group consciousness of the people of the world and bring in hope to them, and take this energy of despair that's been put upon them and replace it with hope and joy and love. And sustain that energy now. And expect the changes to occur. And it begins with joy coming into the hearts of the people, knowing that they have the power. Okay, I'm finished.
Hear, hear.
Walt?
All I can offer is a little glimpse of the future. 2 years ago, the Hathors relayed a practice through Tom Kenyon called the Sphere of Possibilities, where you reach out with your awareness to the very edges of creation and bring back into your heart center all the potentials of all the possibilities. And then from the center of your chest, you shoot that out into the future to form that which you most want. And I did it without expecting anything or imagining anything. I just wanted the best of all possible futures. And as I shot the beam forward from the center of my chest, in the distance I could see an image of myself, younger looking, receiving that beam into the center of his chest. And as he got closer and closer, he turned around and went up on top of this huge machine. From a distance, the outline of the machine was somewhat UFO looking like, but it was not a UFO. The machine was moving along the ground, not touching the ground, and there was forest land as far as the eye could see. And in that instant that I was there with him, I realized he was part of a crew, and the job of the crew was to repair and reclaim damaged forest land. And to this day, that vision has stayed with me, and it's more real and more solid than the reality of me sitting here in front of my computer. I could just close my eyes and be there right now and see the work that's being done. Where it is in time, I don't know. I just know that it's there. That's it.
Okay,
over and out.
Thank you. Rachel, as we can see, the wonderful individualized intent from our personal observation points. We all see things that need to be done in the world, and everyone out there can see things that need to be done. And through the Wolf Spirit radio program, we see and have the opportunity to spread our bits of desire into the world, and we're asking those out there in the world listening and beyond the ranges of our direct communication through the web and the internet and all other means of communication, please respond now with seeing the needs of the world, the need and recognition of what we've done in the past, and to be able to see in the future as Walt did, and see what is coming, what is now. It is actually now. And Rachel, I'd love it if you could give us one tone that harmonizes and pulling together the intent of the world to resonate with the galactic system and bring this into form.
Okay.
That was Rachel?
That was Rachel. And so
amazing.
It is.
Whoa.
Feel
Thank
that
you,
resonance.
sweetheart.
Feel that resonance go around the world, just solidifying, unifying our intent.
Not only the world, the universe. It went everywhere.
Dave Corso, would you like to add anything to what we're doing and what you can do?
Well, you know, it's interesting, Frank, that when I run Wolf Spirit Radio, there is something inside of me that just radiates happiness and joy. And in spite of the physical things I'm going through now, this is just a test. Just a test. That's all that it is. And I will not fail this test. And as long as I have wonderful groups like the Earth Mind Think Tank and you, I'm not worried about it. Because it's my job to keep this station on the air. And I spend 14 to 17 hours a day, except Sunday where I only spend about 12, is a labor of genuine, authentic love. And I don't know what else to say outside of the fact that I'm pleased that I have Wolf Spirit Radio.
Dave, as you give, so shall you receive. So let's all unify our hearts now and direct our energy and our love to Dave, to help him, to support him, to nurture him through this trial period that he's experiencing. And see on into his future and our future, this unified whole of how important we really are. And give thanks with all of our hearts and appreciation to all those who are helping us in the galactic and intergalactic spiritual modes, divas, the consciousness of every living experience of God. And so it is. Thank you, Dave, and I think with that we will pass into the ethers.
This has been another fabulous show, Frank. And I want you to know that it never ceases to amaze me of what this group comes up with. And I am absolutely so honored to have this group here with you.
We thank you, David, for being there for us.
You're very welcome.
When I think of what has happened in the last 3 years, all I have to say is I am so grateful. We have expanded so exponentially the last 3 years, and I cannot wait for the next couple of years to see where we go from here. Everything is possible and will happen.
I like what Joan put in the Skype chat. Every single thing that has happened in your life is preparing you for a moment that is yet to come.
Uh-huh.
That just really resonated. And that tone that Rachel put out, wow.
Wow.
Really wound me up.
That's a good way to put it, Walt.
I think she got a brand new throat.
I saw it expanding out in the universe. The harmony, it just brought everything together in this wonderful, wonderful light and love everywhere, here on Earth and everywhere around the Earth. So, definitely what we needed to seal the deal.
Uh-huh. You really feel the intent in that one.
Well, this is the planet of sound. Different planets have different themes, and the Earth is sound.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of sounds going on around this place.
Is there anything else we have to cover today, Frank?
No.
Well then, folks, we're going to sign off of the air, and I'm going to play maybe a couple songs before the next hour, when we're going to do a meditation, a healing meditation for an hour. Thanks to my friend Michael.
Very good.
Thanks, Dave.
And until then...
Love and peace to everyone.
You got...
Until then, folks, we'll see you Saturday morning.
Okay, Dave. Happy healing.